It seems to be happening more than I would like to. As a content creator, this is perhaps one of the worst things that could possibly happen. I've just come off the back of an hour-long recording session where I have grabbed all of the bales, just literally gone and fed the animals, literally got the Sammy Titan sent across the other. Did so many jobs, it was unbelievable. Literally all of the bales from this, I'm going to just whiz around and I'm going to try to do in 5 minutes what we actually took the work to do, just so as I can catch you guys up, because this is exactly what I really did not want. Let's change my view. Yeah, you will remember in previous things that there was a pile over there and there was an odd one at the beginning. That's all gone. So I've grabbed all the bales and... Whoa, actually, being as we're doing this now, it seems... Let's correct completely and let's grab the little Sammy, because this does not like the new digestate lorry. It can't cope with it. That's the one disadvantage to the new one. You can't have it all. It's got to be good and bad to every sort of mod. The fact that it allows me to take 48,000 litres is quite phenomenal. 48 tonnes. Let's grab the little Sammy. Let's give this a wash there. So to say I'm livid is an understatement. I am absolutely steaming because I did a bit of recording on X4, another program that I did yesterday, and I couldn't get my standard D3D software to work, which is something I've raised with their support, because I've tried every trick that I know. It doesn't play nicely with X4, with Egosoft's X4. So a long time ago I bought a piece of software called Debut by NCH Software. To be honest, I've never really, because D3D has been so good, I never really worried about using it. But yesterday, with not being able to get X4 working, I thought, right, okay, let's give Debut a try. So I soldiered it on because I wanted to record it, got all my settings right, made sure my microphone was being recorded, did a few test records just to make sure everything was okay. Worked a treat, no problem at all. So this morning I thought, oh, let's give Debut a chance. Let's like literally do one of my Let's Plays recordings on this with this piece of software, being as it was so good yesterday. Not that I'm not wanting to continue to use D3D. I am, but I thought it's always useful to find out and use your other software. So went into the software, did the recording, made sure it was on full screen, pressed the record button. It does a timer, and the timer started to count down, and then it captures your screen, whatever that screen is, which should have been this. Let's wait for this. So it made the beep noises so that you know that it's actually recording. So I was happy, because I rely on that in D3D as well. When it beeps, you know that it's recording. So you, having lost at least 2 episodes on this particular Let's Play, I can't remember, I don't think I've lost... Yeah, no, something did go wrong on Thornton once as well, I remember. Obviously, it is the bane of a content creator. You need to make sure you use recording software. So all of the signs were alright. Came to the end of the session, stepped out, pressed the stop button, and then it did a funny little bleep where it started and stopped again. Went into the captures folder. An hour missing, nothing, absolutely nothing. All it recorded were the 2-second glitches from going into full screen out of the game to full screen in Windows. That's all it recorded, even though it made all the beep noises. So whatever it's done, it totally destroyed the capture. So livid is not the word, especially when you do check your recordings and make sure everything's good, and it is, and then just through your use of a piece of software, all of a sudden you've lost an hour worth of work. It is ridiculous. Oh, I'd forgotten I had got. Thank you very much, young man, for your assistance. I had forgotten. Let's just give myself a bit of space to get out. Right. Oh, yeah, that's at least done all of that. Let's take this. So you can see that my money is up to 281. It was only 100 and something thousand. I had a massive digestate payout from all of those bales, which I know you'll have seen on the edge of the field. So it's not that we can't backtrack and check that I'm not cheating. It's the fact that I lost an hour of showing you guys and gals exactly what I'd done, and then to lose that out is so soul destroying. All the talking that I do to try to, you think, what a waste of effort, all due to a glitch with a piece of recording software. So yes, to say I am not going to be using Debut again unless absolutely necessary, and also with double checking, is definitely an understatement. I am so livid, especially with it off the bat of yesterday testing and it working fine. So annoying. Oh well, it is what it is. C'est la vie. What can I do? Nothing I can do about it. It's gone, isn't it? So, just so annoying. I hate. With your Let's Plays, obviously it's the flow of the Let's Play to try and keep people up to date, and if you miss an hour recording, I mean, obviously you can see that my animals are all okay. I did all of that, and the manure I was making, I've never seen the manure pit so full. Right, let's go grab the other, because there will be a massive digestate still in that from when I took the last load over yesterday. So let's get that finished. I'm not going to make this a massive episode. This is really explaining to you guys why my money had gone up from 100 and some thousand to what it was before that load of digestate. It was a massive payout of well, there's 48 tons of digestate to the slurry yard, as well as obviously a massive biogas payout. So that's another thing I said. The farmer's got to the stage now where the money ticks up stupendously, and I mean we've got 150 tons of manure that's again going to produce an absolute ton of. That was another thing I mentioned, was we need a big trailer now. The 40 tonner, I think I need one of those really large 100 tons, slightly unrealistic ones. I know I could go for one of the 250 ones, but I would like to be sort of realistic. That seems a little bit too... Oh, an all-wheel steer again. Oh wow, nearly full load. Yeah, I've got my indicator on. Thought I could hear the click. So we'll take this run, and then that's where we're going to leave it. Next time we are going to go and grab the one thing I might do is, let me just check that I have not. This reminds me as well. A few episodes ago, I did the store delivery mod, and I did it facing out this way, and I was chuntering on why it didn't work. It didn't work because I did it out on the road, and that's not land that's owned by me, so therefore it would not accept the point where I tried to set... Oh, it's done again. Lumberjack mod. I don't know why it switches on when you're not had anything to do with it though. It doesn't make any sense to me. Right, let's change to front wheel only. Let's be realistic and just... Right, and one thing I will do, got to get into the habit of using my vehicle and putting my vehicle back as I did. That was another thing I did well as well. I was quite pleased with myself. For once, the last thing I did on the last session was drive across the map and put my car back at the reset point where you always reset on the map, back in the yard. So again, I did a lot of what I'm quite chuffed as a content creator. You've got to always try and think about the order that you do things in. So as I'm trying to get into the habit of, out of the habit of running as I did do at the beginning of this, I'm trying to improve my content by doing things in a more realistic manner. So of course you've got to remember to take your vehicle and put it back at where you're going to start the next session, which will always be your sleep trigger. So I even remembered that, and all of that effort totally wasted and lost. I mean, I'm pleased still that obviously I'm learning and I'm trying to get my use my vehicle as it should do. Oh, that wasn't bad for saying it was such a high speed pull-in. Well, Mr. Smith, that wasn't too bad. I'll leave this ticking down and I shall take the truck and put that in the yard. Right. Thank you very much for your help. Oh wow, 57,000. Look at that, up to 400 grand again. Oh well, I did say that this would all be about, slow down, all be about equipment this year, because we certainly have got enough fields and everything. So, and I do truly think, I know obviously it's early winter, in spring next year I am going to rip those grass fields, because there's no point in doing a single cut of grass a year, which is pretty much, I'm sure, what I got out. I may have got two, I may have got spring and summer, but I certainly didn't get the autumn cut that you would normally get on a Let's Play. So I'm really, really upset. There's no point in having grass and doing a silage thing if it's not actually going to work. So I'm truly thinking I'll convert that, at least a couple of them, to normal crops. Right. So, with no further ado, yeah, I literally went through the growth with you guys. Oh, so steaming about that. I know nothing I can do about it, but there we go. I've taken you for a quick tour on what was done and why the money is up at what it is. We should get another big payout. Oh no, we shan't. No, digestate payout was last night. So no, that is it. Now it's just literally the digestate sold at the slurry yard. That is totally up to thing. The next thing though, we will. I am actually just show you. 153 tons of manure to take to the. Yeah, in fact, let's do that as well. Let's get a decent trailer and have a look at what. No, then I'm going to try to think about. Actually an underbelly one wouldn't be a bad one. Something like the pace setter. I'm going to go for one of the larger. Side tip. No. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. There's that lovely one from the. We've just bought the side tipper Trans 48TC. That's a 48,000. That's 100,000. That's a double side dump. I don't know where to go for the double. I think it's probably better for tipping into a. Yeah, let's stick. Oh, it's just, yeah, but it's. Yeah, that is made for a tractor, isn't it? That isn't. So yeah, we'll have to go for that one. I know they are long, but we know that the tipping thing will work correctly, but actually, thinking about this, why not go for two? It's 96,000 if I did two, because they are nice and short. I've got one already. Yeah, it's more realistic, to be truthful. Obviously reversing would be a no-no. I prefer to have two to reverse. You'd have to always go forwards with it, but they aren't. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. So, wheel setup, standard, factory new, decals. I think I've gone for that. Attachers. No, I don't think I put an attacher on the other one. So let's put a trailer low. Yeah, unloaded mechanics. I'm not sure. Let's go trailer low. Oh no, I thought I just reset that. Oh please, where did you just put that? Oh, you're gonna put it up there, aren't you? just I don't get that. I just reset that. That's the one that I'd already got. It's got to be in the BGA. It's not that, that's my mowers. Well, it's a mystery for next time. Oh, that's... Do you know what? I've just done that on the recording. Just reset that by doing that. When you do that, and you press the reset button, it doesn't make the click. That's to reset back to the shop. I just did that at the BGA. You saw me do it, and it's still not done. Oh, it seems to be one of those days where everything goes wrong. Anyway, it is what it is. Nothing. It's another thing that we've sorted that out. So next time we should have 2 of those. I'll have to grab this one from here, grab the JCB, and we shall literally get all of that manure, that massive set of manure, taken over. Did I put that? Oh, I did. Just put a trailer low on it as well. Brilliant. Right, so we're all in order for next time. We're up to 380,000, even with the buying of that equipment. To be honest, this coming year would be lovely to grab. I'm not going to get rid of that. To have a second harvester, I could get that one going on the smaller fields and get a bigger one. I'd love to go for something like the... Yeah, let's have a bit of enjoyment. Let's earmark what the harvester that I would like. Actually, I think it would one of the John Deere's, which would be... It's the modded ones, because this has a massive tank. I do love the Lexion. It's just so expensive. Yeah, this... It's at 790. It's the dearer one. I know it's the 200 and odd. Ooh, I'd like to do the twin screw though, thinking about it. That's got an amazing capacity. No way you can touch that. I think they can put 22,000. Yeah, I did want this on one of my other Let's Plays. So we're going to go for the twin screw. And we are going to put the big one. And... we're going to tweak that so it can go for a very large header. 612 horsepower beast. No, we're not going to have more than... We're not going to be lacking an American one where you need to do... Yeah, let's do lights. So that would be 234,000. And then we would need a big header. One of the draggable ones. Yeah. I've got one that you can... set, haven't I? One of the Draper Streams. Yeah. That one there, which you can literally... Oh, it's not that one. Oh, no, it is. Yes, it is. It's the one where you can set the colours. See if I can remember this. A case. And what's case's second colour? Is it white? Actually, I think it's red again, isn't it? Or is it black? I'm going to have to look at that. No, definitely not black. No, it's going to be red again then. And we're just the case... Yeah, that looks right. I'm sure that is case... It's a case colours, I know, but I'm sure... I'll have to check. In fact, let's have a quick look. I've got a minute. It's got to be a case... Oh yeah, perfect, it is. Smashing, so yeah. So I just literally do that one, a Draper, and make it into a case one, and then we are cooking... Oh, why am I thinking of that? I'm thinking of my little one, aren't I? It's the twin screw, so I'd need to go with something like... Main colour would be... It's one of the yellows, isn't it? It's a Challenger yellow. Similar to that. Design colour black, I would say, would look nice because it's yellow and black. with no decal. Yeah, that would be. Let's have a look at the twin screw. Try and colour match this now so I remember. It's nice to have a bit of fun actually like this, where you're not actually thrashing along. It's a faded yellow, isn't it? What yellow is that? Quite unique and like an oldie yellow. Let's have a look, see if we can remember that. Yeah, it's not even New Holland. Is it closer to the John Deere? Yeah, fadey yellow. I don't think there's any way we can really truly do that until we actually... Still don't look quite right. JCB's slightly too bright. I do think Challenger yellow is probably the closest to it, if I'm honest. But it's still a bit bright, but I think it's not going to get that perfect unless the palette was bigger. And that's still not bad. I suppose you could go for a lovely star or orange with yellow. That goes well. That might actually be quite a bit of contrast rather than exactly the same. If we can't get the yellow right, let's go for something that's quite striking. Yellow and... yeah, and give it a dash of yellow to try to tie it in. Yeah, let's go for something a bit different like that. In fact, no, we've got all winter, we've got all that money that's going to come in from that, so no, I'm not going to spend it now. I could do, but no point. Right, so then, with no further ado, with all my waffling and a bit of excitement of looking for equipment, well, that always excites me. I love looking through the catalogue and seeing the shop menu and seeing what goodies that we can buy, and it is nice to have that feeling for once. We've got nearly 400,000 in the bank, and the money is flowing so rapidly. Really, we don't really want for anything. We've got tractors coming out of our ears. Literally, got that. I love that JCB. It's phenomenal. Fantastic. I'm not getting rid of the Titans. They started us off as, and the Fendt GTs. They are literally they have a permanent fixture on the farm and the Volvo. Yeah, I've got literally. I don't need any more vehicles at all. The Sintrac, such a versatile thing. Yeah, literally the side tippers and everything. We've got enough of everything really now. It's just a matter of, I think, another half, maybe seeders, and also perhaps upping the plough size a little bit. Now that we've got two meaty tractors, 6 metre I don't think would go amiss. I love the rippers because again, 90 horsepower limit. There's not many tractors that I have really that even the little Sammy Argon would easily cope with one of the rippers, but it wouldn't cope with one of the bigger 6 metre ones, which have got a much higher requirement. So again, wouldn't be a bad thing to get a couple of 6 metres, and maybe again a bigger one of those 4.5 metres. I don't know, because I usually set 2 of them going, and it's like 9 metres, so I don't really know. It just seems a bit overkill, to be honest. Yeah, we've got a decent sprayer even. Yeah, to be honest, there's not an awful lot of equipment that we really need. Looking at that little lot. Yeah, truly I think we're there. Say harvester, maybe a couple of ploughs. Definitely they're not, and I won't say never for those. I think that is good. We've got the 2 new, the 36 metre spreaders. So again, fertiliser. Got one of the bigger sprayer units, as well as 2 little ones we can literally spray 3 things at once if we really want. I know the smaller ones, they're only a 15 metre sort of reach, but nevertheless you can trundle one of the Fendt GTs around a field and just forget about it for a few minutes, so while you're doing something else. So again, I think we're really, the farm's truthfully at that optimal stage where it's just thinking of things like maybe a forage harvester. Yeah, actually, I've not done that for a while. That wouldn't be a bad little thing. While we're having this little discussion on equipment, let's have a quick look. I've not used a forage harvester. It would be nice, actually. Next year, I think, to be honest, we've got probably one more year in this Let's Play where, I say, because money isn't an object anymore, it really is something that's flown in, even for a big piece of equipment like this where you can actually do it. So I'd like to have one of my finishing conditions as I have got 500 animals in the 500 cattle. That is definitely yeah, I've used the Jaguar on another one and that's equally as good. I've not used the New Holland for a while, that modded one. Should we go for something unmodded? I don't think I've ever used that class. I couldn't afford it now, but there's not much that beast can't handle, is there really? Imagine that Jaguar. Just seems silly to be paying all that extra. But then again, I've never had a tracked one. Yeah, this is about treating yourself, isn't it? So probably would treat myself to that. It has got a hitch, so hopefully I'm going to keep it as it is. Oh yeah, go on. What will that? 1252 horsepower. That is phenomenal. Let's go for a long. How much would this beast cost us? 488,000. And we would go new, so nearly 500,000. And what header would we need? I think I'd probably go for my... This is a modded header, but it is an absolute amazing header. All crop. It's like that one looks. As the Farron gone. That's something I haven't done, you know, poplars. Yeah, the Marin gone, not Farron gone. 6.2 meters, does everything including grass, so you can literally use it as an all crop header including grass, so it's one of the most versatile ones, and it's 6.2 meters as well. I know there are the bigger 9 meters for proper crops. See, that's an all crop one as well, isn't it? But then you lose a bit on the... Yeah, and I might do the Farragon as just a grass for mowing. Actually, that's 5 meters, isn't it? That's cheap as chips. FR780. Let's just get this right. No, it'd be the class, wouldn't it? Which is the... Oh, Orbis pickup or Kemper. Orbis pickup or direct disc. Okay. Let's check. Orbis, Kemper. Oh, that's an all crop as well. That's only slightly. So we can do a Kemper. Kemper 9 meter. Jaguar. Orbis. Ah, yeah, the Orbis one. So 9 meter. That's a corn header. That's a 3 meter proper class one, and that's that's an all crop direct disc. So that's the proper one for the class, which would obviously work the best because it was meant for it. It's a 6 meter. Did say I could go for a Kemper though, didn't it? So I could go for the Kemper 9. So yeah, I think that probably the Kemper header, 9 meters. It would be nice to do a forage harvest, you know. Perhaps thinking about this year, might be nice to go out with a forage on a forage sort of harvest rather than a traditional harvest. Thinking about it, I'm thinking this is going to be the last year, if I'm honest. I'd get that feeling. I mean, it's weird. I'm a terror. It's only really speaking to, literally going through this Let's Play. What I love is the battle when you're building a farm up and I tend to lose interest. The only thing that's kept me interested is literally following this journey with you guys and talking to you and going through, because normally I would have like literally gone off this now and I would have start from scratch. The thing I love is that battle of at the beginning of using rubbishy equipment and trying to do it as cheaply as possible, but making it work, and then the growth to when you do start to go for good spreaders like 36 meter spreaders and things like that, and when you get decent capacity trailers. I love that when you got to that point, but it's when you got there and earning money, it doesn't bother me. I'm not worried. I don't care if I've got, but don't get me wrong, I do like using nice equipment, but it's weird. It's that I've got to retrain my brain, because I just seem to want to go as soon as I'm beginning to earn lots of money. Like now, we're at the stage where we literally can spend all of the money, and within a couple of episodes we're back up to 200 grand or 300 grand or 400 grand, and that is a nice place to be. But I've got to retrain the way that I think, because to me I would have gone already, because I've got into the habit of thinking it's boring, and it's not. I don't wait around long enough to actually enjoy all of the fruits of my labour. I'm too busy with whizzing off to the next Let's Play to start that battle again, which I've got to get into the habit of enjoying the fruits of all of that hard work and get into the stage like we have done. I mean, there's so much we've done on the farm. I mean, that's a non-standard. This is a non-standard multi-fruit. We got rid of the original one, and yet I think we did a cracking job on that. It fits so perfectly with almost the same as the original. The capacity's better and it's multi-fruit. So much we've done to the farm is absolutely amazing. I mean, the fields, how many fields we've got now is absolutely crazy. And don't get me wrong, we could have more, but it's just, that's another thing. I like to get my fields to the point where it's comfortable. I think you can, to buy half the map, why would you do that? You're going to literally be, it's also about that comfort and the flow for the people on a Let's Play. As a content creator, it is all about the flow. If you're on your fields forever and ever and ever, rinse and repeating exactly the same thing, again, you're dragging people through that. It's trying to get a good balance, I think, is the true sort of thing. So yeah, all we've got now really is, and I am going to enjoy this because I'm on this Let's Play, I'm going to enjoy the flow, and literally we're going to take this right to the end. Any suggestions I would absolutely truly appreciate of what any of you guys and girls think on where we should go, should the end of this Let's Play be. Say definitely the one I'm going to add is the 500 cattle in the yard. I want to see that up to 500. When that's full, as far as I'm concerned, that is going to be a phenomenal, well, it's going to take ages every morning to feed them and that, but that is definitely one thing. I think we'll probably get to the end of this year. That would be my idea of a cut-off. Truthfully, it would be nice to see what the farm actually cashes out on, and it would be nice probably to do the forage harvest as the last thing on these crops. I'd love to do that, truly would. So that's my ideas. If anybody disagrees, anybody would like to see us go in a different direction, or any ideas, then please leave a comment and let me know what you guys think, because it is a journey. It's I'm taking you on a journey, and I'm listening to any input from people watching, because that's the entire idea. The journey's not just about me. It's not total control of me. I agree with it. Like Frith guy is a firm one of saying, well, this is not just my farm. I mean, I'm a beginning content creator, so I haven't got lots of subscribers that make comments. But honestly, please leave a comment and tell me what your thoughts on this matter, where we should go, things we should do, even improvements myself as a content creator, because again, I am learning. I know that I have this nasty habit of waffling on for ages like I have done on this session. So with no further ado, please, any comments, leave them. Thank you very much for continuing on this journey with me, and I hope that you will continue to its conclusion, and goodbye for now.